will say it has been plus and minuses. Plus in the sense that we are governing ourselves. Plus in the sense that we go out to vote every 4 years to elect our president. And plus in the sense that we have various representatives in the local government, in the state, House of Assembly, governorship. At the federal, we have representatives in the House of Rep, in the Senate, and the presidency, who were elected by us. But the negative aspect of it is that have we been able to make our people happy? And now that the champion of June 12th, President Bola Tinubu took over now. Because to the credit of the president, he was the one that mobilized pro-democracy forces to put pressure on the military junta to hand over power to the civilians. He is now a beneficiary of that. But what has been the benefit of our people since we have been running democracy? The complaints have been numerous. But what crowns everything is the insecurity we have in this country. I heard the president mentioning the key areas where kidnappers are keeping our children, our people. Forgetting that of Eda Oniyo. The 50 people captured at Eda Oniyo, they are still in the bush. After receiving a ransom of 10.5 million, these people are still languishing in the forest, forgotten there. And it's a pity that our people in Ekiti State, the government, the religious leaders, the freedom fighters, they have not been able to highlight the plight of the Eda Oniyo people. To the extent that when other areas were mentioned by the president today, he could not remember that of the people of Eda Oniyo. They are human beings, about 15 of them. And the pastor who was leading the crusade was killed in that kidnapping episode. So, using this opportunity to call on the government of Ekiti State and all the people concerned to let the federal government know that Eda Oniyo people are in the bush suffering after they have taxed themselves to pay a ransom of 10.5 million. So as long as our people are still suffering, as long as they have not realized the fruits of democracy, the electricity is still epileptic. Food crises are everywhere. People are really suffering in silence. As long as this persists, we cannot say we have actually achieved the tenets of democracy, which we are symbolizing today, June 12th. Let me say, without any iota of contradiction, that our legislation have become rubber stamps to whatever the executive wants. This should not be. And the judiciary too have not been allowed to perform as truly independent arm of government, in the sense that the finances of the judiciary are still remote, are still controlled by the executive. we cannot say the common people in town has fully benefited from the fruit of democracy, because we still have insecurity in town. Everybody is afraid of going out. When you go out in the morning, you are not sure you are coming back in the evening. When you travel from here to Lagos to Ibadan, or even within the state, you are not, the fear of kidnappers is the beginning of wisdom for everybody. Then we also have, look at the petrol crisis. From 285 naira per liter when this government took over in 2023 to 1,350 now, the minimum. You cannot say this has not affected everybody. There is nobody, unless people who are in government collecting fuel in their cars free. This has affected the prices of crops, the prices of food, electricity, everywhere. So what then can we tag as the fruit of democracy for the common people? So the prices of food commodities, rice, beans, fishes, all kinds of have skyrocketed. You cannot understand what I'm talking about, or you go into the homes of ordinary Nigerians. The electors, they are independent-minded. We should allow them to take their decision on this. But the caveat there is that the electorate themselves should not sell their conscience. Nigerian leaders must do everything to protect the happiness of the people. Good governance is the best solution to making the people happy. When the good people are in power, the nation is happy. And dividends of democracy will flow. Insecurity, at all costs, should be tamed in the world and destroyed completely. What is happening today in Nigeria is virtually the only country in the world where people are kidnapped for ransom, and they start asking for ridiculous money, 100 million, 1 billion, all kind of things. It's the only country that this thing is happening. Do you have such stories in the Republic of Benin, near to Russia, Togo, Ghana, Niger, Chad, where people are kidnapped for ransom? Even in Somalia, where in Sudan, where we say we have crisis, it's facing me, I see you war. The rebels taking up arms against the government. It's not a situation that we have in Nigeria. We are bandits. We capture a whole school where we have students of over 300 and carry them to the bush and start negotiating there. When they have got their ransom, when their ransom is got fully, they now disappear. They even come back to start enjoying their money in the normal life. They are not in the bush permanently. They are not in the bush permanently. So it's not a conventional war. So, and this thing is happening only in Nigeria. Our government should do everything within their power, even for seeking foreign assistance, to stop this menace of kidnapping our children, of kidnapping our women for ransom. They carry them to the bush, empty bush, no cover. Sun, rain fell on these innocent people there. It's a shame of the country. Something must be done about these things. Something again must be done.
People of the Fountain.